Hey guys, what's up? It's me, SS95 here, back again with a long-awaited video. And finally, after trying to actually get this off of the ground, I finally have the time to actually go and finally give you guys a reaction to the one and only author of Beyblade Burst, Hiro Morita. Now, Hiro Morita is pretty much the author and creator of Beyblade Burst, as you guys may know or might not know. So he's responsible for pretty much creating the first Beyblade Burst manga and Dynamite Battle. Now, obviously, as a way of, since the manga wrapped up pretty much since, well, a while back, pretty much, but we are finally, getting the epilogue, technically. We finally got the epilogue, and that pretty much put the cap on the manga. So, manga is pretty much finished. So, now we're going to be reacting to Hiro Morita as my way of kind of somewhat of a send-off to not only the manga, but also for the upcoming final episode of Beyblade Burst Dynamite Battle, which I will also be doing a reaction to all of the openings. And yeah, so other than that, let's get right into this without wasting any time at all. Now, here we go. Okay. Oh, that classic. Author and creator of Beyblade Burst, Hiro Morita interview. Creator of the Beyblade Burst manga, and manga is serialized. Okay. Currently, there are 16 volumes as of August 2020. So this is old. This is basically old. Who is your favorite character from Beyblade Burst, and what did you pay most attention? My favorite character is Volt Aoi. Whoa, hold on. This is rare. Hang on. Can I pause? All right, thank you. Wow. Wait. So wow, this opens up a whole new can of worms. This is why Volt is so detailed in the manga. Because the thing is, I feel like out of everyone in Burst, Volt definitely has the most attention put onto him. Like, no one can tell me that Volt looks very good in both the manga and anime. But mainly the manga. He looks very, very sharp in the manga. Like, I love his design. Definitely has one of my favorite Beyblade designs for a protagonist. But the fact of Hiro Morita calling Volt his favorite character, for me, it's rare. Because most authors would usually pick a side character, I feel like. But for someone to choose the main protagonist, I don't know. To me, it feels like it shakes up the game a little. So, that's really interesting. I definitely did not know that. I assumed that his favorite character was going to be Shu or something, but I guess not. I guess it's Volt. What I paid attention to most when designing Volt was I wanted people to take one look at him and have them feel like they want to become his friend. So I was aiming to depict... Oh, okay, wow, I cannot keep up. So the approach was pretty much just make Volt as friendly as possible. And there are over 100... Wait, so there are 100 different designs for Volt. That is... Wow. Will we see any of them, please? Yo, like, release concept art, please. Like, not official concept. Like, release, like, prototype Volt, please. I would love to see a beta version of Volt. Like, I feel like that would be interesting. Volt's rival is Shu Kurenai. As time went on, Shu was Volt's childhood friend at first, but then he becomes Volt's rival. Okay. I started thinking about his design from there. He then became Red Eye, which is a different character design, right? And when the audience discovers his identity, I had to implement changes to the design, right? Yeah. Rather than just a rival. I thought about having him look more monstrous and reflect how he feels inside due to his character development. Shu definitely had... I'm gonna say this right now. Shu definitely did have a great character development. Definitely one of one of the greatest character developments in Burst. I wouldn't say in the Beyblade anime overall, because I think there are Plastic Gen fans and Metal Fight fans and a little bit of Shogun Steel, if I'm gonna count Shogun Steel. But then again, Shogun Steel kind of goes with Metal Saga, so yeah, when it comes to Plastic and Metal, definitely there is a lot more competition when it comes to Shu or any Beyblade character's character development. So I guess for Burst standards, his character development was definitely the best. This one is which character is the most fun to draw and which is the most challenging. So who's the most fun to draw and who was the most challenging? There are a lot of fun characters to draw, but for example, drawing Volt is fun, and there's also Louis Shirosaki, another big rival, and then there's Wakia too. All these characters are very expressive, and it's fun to draw them. The challenge was creating. I could definitely see Phi being a challenge. Like Shu definitely has a pretty complex design, and I think I can see that for Phi as well. Like Phi, if you've seen Phi's character, you should know definitely a lot of time was put into Phi's character. So definitely I can see why Phi was challenging to draw. I don't really have any frame of reference for handsome characters. Well, you could use other anime, but whatever, it doesn't matter. You made an excellent antagonist / character. Although we don't even know what the dude's age is, so I don't know. Comment down below how old you think Phi is. Even though the official wiki says he's like immortal. What is your favorite Beyblade top and bay gimmick? Oh. I really like the one from Volt's Base, so Genesis Valkyrie. Or Valtryek. Genesis Valkyrie. Wow, what a name. Genesis Valtryek or God Valkyrie. So, okay. It uses... Okay, so the spring attack, which is the bound gimmick. I really liked it while I was coming up with the story. The timing which he used... He is a bind. Wow. I'm going to draw. So he likes the God Layer system. Okay. I mean, a lot of people like the God Layer system. I don't think I'm the only one who loved the God Layer system. I definitely love the God Layer system. Like, I still love it even till this day. What is the most enjoyable and... Oh, man. I did not get to read that. Hope you guys got to read that. It is fun to express the different and unique characteristics of each bay, so the audience can understand them more. Oh. It makes it worthwhile. The audience is not only knowing which bay is spinning, but the fact that the bay needs to look like it's spinning. Okay, so this is like him going over the challenge of trying to make the Beyblade look like it's spinning in the manga. Because in the anime, it looks easy. It's animation, pretty much. But when you're trying to actually draw it, that actually definitely has to... It's definitely difficult to make it look like... It's like a 3D... You gotta make, like, optical illusion, like, 3D type stuff. What's the most enjoyable thing about being a manga artist for Beyblade Burst? Ooh. This is interesting. There are many fun things. But what comes to mind is... Usually manga artists kind of work alone. Their editor. Yeah. A few people. But Beyblade Burst also has an anime version. And all the staff on the anime team, of course, everyone from Takara Tomy. Right. It's so fun working. It honestly seems like it's fun. They definitely have a lot of fun. Definitely, it seems like that. And now I know where TT... I feel like this is how TT knows how to hype up stuff. Precious experience. Nice. Which character do you think has the craziest, most interesting hairstyle? Ooh. Louis. Yeah, I can see why Louis's hair would be definitely, like, the craziest out of everyone. I mean, Aiga's hair gets crazy when he goes, like, Ultra Super Saiyan Rage Mode type, God level tier. blader mode, but yeah, Louis definitely was the first one to have crazy hair. At least for Burst. I definitely know with older generations there were a lot of other characters that had crazy hair. That hair is actually not hair. Whoa, wait! Those are flames? I did not know that. I thought, like, it was hair. I mean, I thought, like, it was, like, actual hair. Just, like, wow. Those flames, they're burning. His hair moves in the anime as well. Yep. Been drawing it. Flames is... When you're a child, and especially because Louis is a talented blader, you're full of confidence. Ah, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I think everyone has some time in their childhood that they feel like that. Yeah. Hair normally with a normal hairdo. Okay. The world revolves around me. I'm the best in the world. Yeah, it definitely has that. There's a lot of meaning when it comes to the designs. There's definitely a lot of meaning. And if Louis ever loses confidence, it may return to normal hair. Full of self-confidence. Wow, so wait a minute. So if his hair goes out, it pretty much goes into normal hair. I kind of want to see what a normal-haired Louis would look like. Not gonna lie. Okay, so if you were a character in the Beyblade Burst series, what kind of character would you be? And what kind of Bey would you want to have? I feel like this is definitely like one of those questions that almost every OC creator for Beyblade has asked themselves. Everyone has asked this question. This may end up being a boring answer, but... The character in this series are all projections of myself. Every character is a projection of some part of myself. Of course, there are characters that project more of myself, and some others that won't project as much. But not all of the characters contain to myself. So definitely, like, you put a lot of... I did not mean to pause that. So definitely you put, like, a lot of himself in the Beyblade series. Well, not really himself, but his personality. My favorite type of Beyblade, what I want. That would be a balance type. Okay. Okay. I think things that can stay balanced, are cool. Wow. Okay, so... Personally, if I were a blader, I would have an attack type. I'm always, like, an aggressor. Like, I'm always aggressive. Not all the time. But definitely, like, you know, like, whenever I play sports or something, like, I'm always, like, the attacker. Like, I will be like, alright, let's do this, and I'm just gone. Pretty much. Like... I'm more of the attack. Like, I'm definitely, like, full-spirited, and if I had a Beyblade, definitely I would, like, have, like Beys like Dragoon, Pegasus, and, Valkyrie, like, all those kind of attack-type Beys. So, yeah, that's just my answer. But also, let me know, comment down below, what kind of Beyblade would you want? I'm definitely curious to know what kind of, Beyblade that you guys, or what type of Bey that you guys would, choose. So, what is the hardest part about drawing manga? Do you have any advice? Ooh. The hardest part about drawing manga is thinking of creating characters. Manga artist. Okay. There aren't too many types of stories, but creating interesting characters... Design, or whether or not you want friends with them, in order for kids reading in real life to feel these things. Yeah, definitely you want to be, like, immersed in the world. Manga is pretty much just creating a comic book, sort of. But at the same time, though, like, you're making a story. Like, your story has to be engaging to people, so, you know, there's that. But obviously, you know, as long as you can hold people's interest, you're good. And also, you need to make engaging characters as well, so that way people can also like relate to them and, put themselves in their shoes as well. Mangas or think of new characters that should come in handy. So if you draw a manga or plan to draw, if you are out there, it might be good to always hone those skills every day. Yeah, definitely practice. Practice makes perfect. Did you play with Beigoma as a child? So, Beigoma, I hardly played it ever. So now that I'm drawing Beyblade Burst, I do Blade, and it's a refreshing feeling. I really think it's interesting. Oh my god, that's awesome though. Wow. I wonder if the other authors Beybladed too. Like, I can't remember at the top of my head the other three authors of the author of the Bakuten Shoot series and the author of the Metal Fight series. I wonder if they bladed. If they messed around with Beigoma or Beyblades. I wonder if they did. That's an interesting question. I wonder. So, which character do you think is similar to you? Ooh. The protagonists are strong reflections of me. Okay, I think Vault, Aiga, and Dante are very similar to myself. But the other day, my editor said to me, "You're like Shu." Or, of course, nothing like him, but I guess my personality. I guess he thought I was similar in that aspect. Yeah, that's maybe true. Tend to things a lot and focus heavily on one thing. So that may be something I have in common with him. So definitely almost, I feel like whenever he comes up with like a new protagonist, and I feel like this is going to come up a lot later, whenever there's a new protagonist, it's pretty much going to be an extension of what he's like. So yeah, like I said, it's gonna come up a lot later. I can't exactly explain it right now without spoiling anything. So, which scene from Beyblade Burst is your favorite or the most moving to you? We're getting the inspirational scenes. In terms of the manga series, the first series, what you call the first series in the anime, the end of the finals between the final fight between Volt and Louis, in the first anime, I gotta say. Yeah, that one was definitely like, I remember like everybody watching it, like everybody expected Volt to win, but like that didn't happen. And I remember everybody was like shocked, like everybody was like shook, they were shocked, like it never happened. Also at the end of the Evolution series, that was a good final fight too, but definitely it was one that a lot of people anticipated. But the journey leading up to that was definitely very engaging, and I think it was a good way to kind of somewhat close out Volt's story in a way, or Volt's arc. What is your favorite friendship in the Burst series? Ooh, Volt, Shu, and I like Xander too. Volt and Shu. These two are intertwined with Beyblade. Yeah, that's a backbone of the narrative. From the beginning, this was a concept that I based the series on and determined, okay, an evolution of their friendship intertwined with the Beyblade battles. That's nice. Volt and Shu definitely have a very good friendship. Which Bey do you like battling with? Attack types are fun to battle with. They just go clash with each other. Yeah, that's why I like attack type Beyblades. Like attack type Beys are always going to be my favorite, no matter what. So I like Valkyrie, Achilles, and Dragon, or Valtryek. I use these Beys. You can launch with all your strength, and it'll spin with all its strength, and it'll burst your opponents. It's really fun. If you were a Bey, what type of Bey do you think you would be? I think I would be a balance. Like I said, I'd be an attacker. What is a day in your life as a manga artist like? Ooh. The day as a manga artist. Basically, it's getting split up into where you're thinking, golly. The text, I swear, don't worry, I'm gonna link it in the video down below. Because I can't keep up with the text, unfortunately. Like, I can read in my head, but reading out loud is a bit of a challenge, but whatever. Unless, like, I pause it, like, every single second, but I'm not gonna do that. But you guys already know that I'm gonna link the video down in the description below, so then you guys will know what he's saying. But I'm gonna try my best to read off anyway. I try not to stay up all night. Aw, man. Take care of yourself, man. What made you decide to become a manga artist? Ooh. What made me want to become a manga artist? I've always liked manga and drawing. And when I was a child, I didn't think I would become or wanted to be a manga artist. Some companies. And I thought that I just couldn't imagine myself doing realistically. When I thought of various futures, what I felt was the hardest path, the most difficult. I love it, but it must be a challenge. That's why I want to challenge myself. But it must be difficult. That's why I want to challenge myself. That was my biggest motivation. Nice. Do you draw inspiration from your everyday life? Ooh. As I mentioned earlier, when I'm out on a walk, or when I'm jogging, I do like to go jogging. It's when I come up with the stories and often come up with ideas. Ooh. Okay. I watch all sorts of news and all the people I see in my daily life. Things like that, what I see usually end up being story ideas. Nice. So that's how usually the stories are crafted. That's interesting. It's like based on everything like you see, and yeah, wow. That's great. I like that. Day life, I think. So this is challenged a little bit. I mean, changed. Oh my god. I'm like trying to keep up. Do you have any favorite tools and equipment you use as a manga artist? Oh. Alright, I just gotta check if I'm recording. Draw. Okay. Illustration software. That's interesting. Sketch characters with pen and paper. What do you hope... Okay, hang on. What do you hope the audience learns or will take away from the main characters, Volt, Iga, and Dante, or Drum? Oh my god. I'm doing both sub and dub names. This is an interesting one. Let's see what he has to say. And like I said, this is not up to date with Dynamite Battle or somewhat sparking. This was around the time, like, I think Sparking was making its Japanese runs, and I think GT was just hitting the American television stream. So obviously, yeah, we're not that far in. Like I said, like this was since November 26, 2020. So this was about like 2 years ago. The main character is the protagonist. Each character has his own theme. and their character that is imbued with their theme. For instance, Volt is the embodiment of potential, and it shows. All children have potential. And Volt, he starts off as a rookie, just learning how to blade. It's upon himself to become anything, to become anyone. The children watching also have infinite potential. And it's not just children, I think same for all others. It's the idea of potential. That's nice. Aiga's theme is resurrection from failure. Okay, so yeah, this is where I kind of got like the whole, redemption type thing. I definitely got like a whole like redemption type arc from him. Because there's something that can happen to anyone. Convey quite strongly through Aiga. Dante's theme or Drum's theme is friendship. Yeah, Drum is very open. Drum is like one of the most extroverted characters out there, like, I swear. Side of his character. He gradually makes more and more friends. Bridge to connect friends to friends, person to person. That's the kind of character he is. Yeah. I love Drum. I do love Drum a lot. Definitely is a great character. I believe that Beyblade in itself is something that connects people together. And that's what I incorporated into Drum or Dante as a character. Each character, each protagonist has a theme, just like I mentioned, or like those I mentioned. Cross for everyone reading. That's great. A message to all the Beyblade Burst fans. Here we go. Thank you for always supporting the Beyblade Burst. Or always supporting Beyblade Burst. It makes me very happy to know that this show is loved by people all over the world. I hope you'll continue to battle with Beyblade Burst tops and support the anime. Wow, that's great. That's great. So there you go. That was the exclusive interview with Hiro Morita, the author and creator of the Beyblade Burst series. Thoughts and opinions about this. Obviously, I could not keep up with the subtitles, unfortunately. But like I said, I'm going to link the video in the description below. So definitely, this has been a long-awaited video. I wanted to do this for a long time, but I wanted this video to be somewhat special. Like, I wanted this to kind of be a way, like, kind of like some sort of an anniversary video. And with Beyblade Burst coming to an end, I feel like this is definitely the perfect time to actually, put this out there and, give my own thoughts and opinions about it. It was definitely interesting to see, Hiro Morita as an author and as a person, and see, how the Beyblade Burst manga kind of developed and how it really got started. And now you kind of have a little bit of insight into, like how the series kind of operates. Wow, what a journey. I will say. What a fantastic journey. Personally, I only read a little bit of the manga. I mainly supported the anime a lot more than the manga, and I also somewhat collected more of the toys as well, but otherwise, though, the manga, from what I've heard and from what I've seen, is great. And I definitely recommend you guys, go out and actually, read it, because it's great. And debatably, it is better than the anime. I wouldn't say debatably, but it is definitely, there are differences. There are a lot of differences when it comes to the anime and manga. So, like I said, the next video will definitely be the video where I will be reacting to all of the Beyblade Burst openings. Mainly the Japanese ones, because I already did the English ones. Because I feel like the Japanese ones are supposed to be special. The Japanese ones are supposed to be special. And I'm going to get that out as best as I can on Friday, which will be the day that Beyblade Burst actually airs its final episode. Well, Dynamite Battle, to be more specific, not Beyblade Burst. Well, it feels like Beyblade Burst as a whole. At least for the anime, it's going to be wrapping up. And yeah, we're just gonna like I said, I'm just gonna do the reaction video and in a way kind of give Burst, in my sort of way, kind of give Burst a proper send-off. But otherwise, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I know I did. I know I've been busy, but hey, I'm trying to get all these videos out and stuff. And you know, things have been slow, but hey, we're gonna keep gradually picking it back up. So, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.